Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining and continuing on this session where we are going to share with you the GMT futures and options course, which we are going to start a new batch from coming Saturday, which is 16th of April. So in this session, we will briefly introduce you with the GMT team, the GMT course that is coming up, its schedule, and hopefully through the course content and your interaction with few of the instructors will help you to feel confident in why you should be considering to take the course. We'll give the information that you need for what is covered as part of the course content, what course includes, fees and offers, and also feel free to stop us at any point of the presentation or on the website and ask your questions if you have questions either during the presentation or towards the end once we are done covering these points. So talking about the GMT team, we formed Grow Money Trading WhatsApp group in January 2020. And from there, we grew in such a way that we expanded across these 8 social platforms. We have about close to 7 WhatsApp groups now, 2 to 3, I think 3 Telegram groups, Discord, we are on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find us if you search with Grow Money Trading, you should be able to find us. One of the main reason why this group grew so fast was that we used to meet on weekends, share our trades, share some of the stocks that we used to watch, and it used to create a base for us to trade in the coming week. And as part of that learning, there used to be sharing of the factors that affects the prices of stocks, ETFs, and we used to share those recordings on GMT YouTube channel, which came up as a request from members saying that some of them used to be busy on weekends, so they used to catch up with the recordings, which we made them available on the YouTube. And also as we grew, there were requests for us to share all the knowledge sharing in a more structured manner, which is what led us to come together and formally start as a team. And we went ahead and registered ourselves last year in June. After that, we launched our official website, www.growmoneytrading.com. You can search and you should be able to find all the courses that we have. We started with the beginners course for those who are new to trading, who don't have understanding of fundamental and technical, but also those who would like to begin trading in stocks and crypto. Although we said as beginners, but we knew that some members who have been trading but are not familiar with the technicals and fundamentals would also be interested. And so we extended our course to a full trading course where we have completed, today we'll be completing the 4th batch of that. And early this year in January, we extended further to the next level of trading, which most day traders and professional traders use it as their primary source of income for their daily earnings through options. And that's why we launched our futures and options course in January. This futures and options course, because it is advanced level of trading, requires as a individual who has some basic level of understanding of the stock market. However, it's not restricted and it's not a mandatory criteria. As part of the course, our instructors, whom I'll be introducing in a minute, would help you to create a base and become a professional trader at futures and options, of which we are starting the new batch on coming Saturday, which is 16th of April. So this is our team which came together and we formed the GMT as a business when we registered last year. This is me, Kamal, and you would meet Tahir as one of our lead instructor for some of the technical aspects as part of the advanced indicators in the options, futures and options course. Aditya is our data expert. Vivek Nalaude, who is there on the call, some of you might already be familiar with him, would have seen his messages, would have seeked his guidance for your trading and investing in cryptos. And we have Vivek Bhatia sir, he is our head instructor. He brings in his 20 plus years of experience in investing and over 14 years of full-time professional trader experience. Although he has some uh, guest at his place, he was.
I am on call.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir, for joining. He managed and he joined, so that's great for us that he's there on the call. Although there are some guests at his place. Thank you, sir, for joining. And
Welcome.
now, yeah. Now moving to our specialized instructors who would be your lead instructors in the futures and options course. Akash Sawant, he is a full-time options day trader as well as trainer. And Mr. Girish Mane, he is our options lead instructor. He's there on the call. Girish sir, would you like to introduce yourself by saying some few words?
Yeah, good morning and nice to see you all. Nice to see Vivek sir. I'll discuss more about the course later on. So that will be my introduction as well.
Sure, sounds good. Okay, so let's continue with the course that schedule. So as I mentioned, www.growmoneytrading.com is our website where you can find all our upcoming courses. The immediate course that is coming next Saturday is the GMT advanced course. I'll be taking you to this course page, and the following trading course will be on May 28th. Although it all depends, we sometimes prepone this course depending on number of enrollments. So as of now, date we have set it as 28, but which is tentative. Now, going to the advanced course website itself, let me take you to the course page. Yes. I know most of you might already be familiar with our website and would have already enrolled in our trading course. If you are new to this course, you could directly search with growmoneytrading.com, which should take you to the home page. And if you are using this link, it should take you directly to the futures and options course page. And this course is, as I was mentioning during the presentation, is curated for those who want to learn skills for trading futures and options on any global stock exchange. The panel of instructors that I showed there, we are distributed across 3 different time zones. There are 4 instructors here, 3 now, who are here in Toronto. I said 4 because Vivek sir, although he is in India, by mid of this course, he would be here in Toronto as well. And Akash and Girish sir, they are in India, but they would be teaching as per the the timing that we have mentioned for the course over here. So, and the reason why we have instructors distributed in different time zones, sorry, I missed about mentioning about Tahir, who is on the west side of Canada. He is from Vancouver. He is 3 hours away from Toronto time. So the reason we have different instructors in different times, which uh, because of different locations, but it helps learners to ask their questions anytime and expect an answer with the instructor whoever is available at that time. So you are free to ask your queries 24/7, and whoever is best available should be able to answer to your queries. So the instructors at GMT are here to help you acquire the required skills and offer you mentorship so that you become self-reliant and take trading at your own pace, and irrespective of the exchange, based on your availability of time, you can become an individual trader at your own pace. We help you to set up your accounts and make sure that you get enough information and skills so that you can execute trades as per your availability and based on uh, your comfort. And we are here as a guide, as a mentor, so we do the hand holding that is needed for you as per your needs. Now, talking about the course schedule, the batch duration is from 16th of April to 23rd of May. It's a 6 weekends course. We take only on Saturdays and Sundays. The classes timing are from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. EST time. If you are located in some other region where uh, the time zone is not under EST, we'll make sure that we give you the time so such that it suits everyone who has enrolled in the course. And this timing we have mentioned based on the availability of the instructors. Since the instructors are joining from different time zones, we have kept this time so that it suits the instructors. If the learners are joining from some different time zone, we are open to shift this timing so that it is suitable for everyone. We record all the classes that we take, although the classes are online on Zoom, and we highly encourage everyone to attend the class because the learning that happens in the interactive class is much higher than watching a recording. So we record the sessions, but we highly encourage you to join the live classes and give us a heads up if in case if you are if you have something urgent coming up which would uh, coincide with the class, so that we know that you will be not available in the class and we can go ahead with the topic. In terms of recording, we do share the recording, but the recordings are shared privately. So we encourage whoever enrolls in the course to register with their Gmail, and why Gmail we will answer once you enroll in the course. Now, talking about what you will learn in the course, I would like to invite Vivek sir. Vivek sir, would you be able to talk?
Yes, Kamal. I'll take it through.
Yes, sir. Please.
All right. So, welcome, friends, to the session where we'll be talking to you about our forthcoming course on futures and options, trading on this. What's expected from you has already been told by Kamal. We expect you to have basic knowledge of what stock markets are, basic knowledge of candlesticks, indicators, and other things. This would be a slightly advanced course. They will talk to you about market profiling. We'll talk to you about trader profiling. We'll talk to you about investor profiling. And then we will start off and introduce to you some advanced indicators and tools. Now, there are a lot of tools in the market available, almost about 500 odd tools, indicators available in the market. You are not expected to learn all of them, but yes, you are expected to know the ones which are very widely used because they are most popular and they are most effective. So we will introduce you to some indicators and tools which we consider to be very powerful, very useful, and very helpful to you to create your wealth. The entire idea of trading is not just to while away your precious asset of time, but to use that time to create wealth for your own self and for your family. That is why we are all here learning to trade or wanting to learn to trade. So the tools there are going to make that life much more simpler, much more easier, much more effective. After that, we will then go back and we'll proceed further and tell you why should you trade not only in cash commodity of the equity, but you should trade in futures and options. Right? So we introduce you that concept, why futures and options. So basically, using a low capital, you can start using a higher instrument, instrument which gives you a higher return, the probability of earning better. Basically, you will be leveraging your capital to earn and trade a bigger quantum. Because the minute you trade a bigger quantum, you will earn your profits in a bigger quantity. So that is the whole concept of it. Now, in the tools that we'll be indicating to you and introducing to you would be VWAP. Now, these are all terms that you will come to know when you start attending the course. Now, VWAP is nothing but volume weighted average price. It's so easy to talk about it, but the importance of VWAP, the importance of anchored VWAP, and how does it affect you in your profit building? How does it affect you in your wealth building becomes important. So it is just not knowing the indicators. Knowing the indicators, I'm sure this recording is also available to you, or you're also making notes. You can always Google it down. But will that be helpful? It will be helpful. You will learn. It will be a self-learning process. But we are here to speed up that learning process. So you learn about VWAP, you learn about anchor VWAP, you learn about volume profiles. What's a volume profile? You will understand that. Why is volume important? So we will teach you that. Then we come into advanced indicators, something which I love talking about. Ichimoku, super trends, Elliott waves. Now these three are such important advanced indicators that you can actually predict when the market will do what. And if you know that, you can imagine how much money you can make if you know how the market is going to move tomorrow morning, or how the market is going to move on Wednesday morning. So you can create a position to encash on the future movement expected out of you. That is what Ichimoku does that. That is what super trend will tell you. When something is about to change, super trend steps in just like that. Elliott waves, Fibonacci's are very advanced versions of telling you how to expect, what to expect, when to expect, and how much to expect. All the questions, all the W's and H's are all answered using Elliott and Fibonacci. If you know that, you realize how your bank balance will enhance. Isn't that what we are all for? To build up our bank balances. So, Ichimoku, super trend, Elliott, Fibonacci. When we teach you these four, we'll also teach you how are they to be used, how are they to be tweaked, how would you draw them, how would you use them, and that is why we say we will make your hands dirty. It will be an actual, almost a one-to-one exercise with your mentor and the learner. I don't call you students because you are far too young to be called students. So I would call you learners because you are spending your Saturday afternoon just to understand how to create a wealth. So you are a learner, a keen learner, and we are keen mentors because we are looking for people who are keen learners, who want to learn and enhance their knowledge. So we'll talk. Actually, when we do a hands-on, we do breakout rooms, where each mentor is on a one-to-one with the learner. So there, the learner is actually dirting his hands on his laptop, not soiling it, but yes, using his hands on the machine and getting the hang of how these indicators are to be used, how are they to be drawn. Last is the parabolic SAR. Well, these are names and terms I can keep quoting to you, and it will all be just going over the head. So these are all indicators which are very well important indicators to be used by professional traders across the globe. So you are now, when you undertake this process of this course, you are on the journey to graduate from being just a novice trader to becoming a professional trader. Of course, once you finish the course, it doesn't mean you can become a professional trader from the day one of finishing the course. You have to practice the skill, practice the art. And once you do that, that is when steadily you will realize you are becoming a professional trader. After we finish off the indicators and the tools, starts the main course, which Girish sir will lead in that time. He will tell you why options are to be used. He'll give you the purpose, why options were introduced first, the history of options, why they were introduced, how they were introduced, what are the various terms and options to be used. Now, options is not only just options, it's call and puts. Again, technical terms, some of you are already well aware of it, which I'm sure Girish is also itching to talk of. But the minute you start talking options, he starts saying, Vivek Bhatia, please shut up. That is his standard telepathic message to me. Please keep quiet. It's my domain. Let me step in. So, without taking any further time and taking any further telepathic messages from Girish, I'll hand it over to Girish to take you through the options section of the course. Girish, over to you.
Thank you, Vivek sir. In fact, I would have liked you to continue because it's pleasure. When you speak, it's pleasure to hear you. Talking about options, talking about futures and options. So yes, about futures and options and brief introduction. Basically, me and my wife have been full-time traders since last 10 to 12 years, and we learned through our own experiences, and that is the best way to learn. Here we are here to share our knowledge, whatever we have learned, because what I believe is that market is the best teacher. Market teaches you a lot. So we have spent time, and that's why market has taught us a lot of things, and every day is learning for us also. Similarly, I will rather say that after the course and also during the course, the more time you spend in front of the data that is put across, that we face, the charts, you will keep on learning, and the time you spend is directly proportional to your success in markets. Regarding futures and options, see, these are the tools by which means not only the professional traders but the institutions, they make consistent money. I'm not talking about huge money. Yes, obviously people make use of options to earn exponential gains, but the logic here is to make you aware of the strategies that you can use to make consistent money rather than going for huge profits. Consistency, once you learn those strategies, which will make you say around 1% or 1.5% of your invested amount every week, I'm sure you'll be more than happy for that. And once you start doing that, it will gradually, you will grow in confidence, you will grow in knowledge, and then you'll be able to take some more riskier trades which can give you exponential returns. So these are all the strategies that we teach in options, because institutions, by using options, they generate their running cost for their employees, salaries of their employees, their um, office expenses, stationery expenses, rental expenses, electricity bills. So apart from whatever they have invested in the markets, options and futures is what they use in combinations to generate the running cost so that they can survive even if the markets are falling. How do they pay salaries to their employees? So this is the way they use futures and options. Straddles, strangles, synthetic, ponders, strap, and strip. These are all the various strategies that we'll be teaching you. These are some great, like straddle is one great strategy that you can use when the markets are highly volatile, which we are facing right now. So amazing strategies. Bull spread, bear spreads, more than applying this, apart from like learning these strategies, how to use these strategies, my focus is more on trying to identify what positions institutions have created in the market, whether they are bullish or bearish, or whether the market is going to remain range bound. You can identify what is going to happen in the market, or in which direction the strong hands are sitting in, so that you can align your positions in their direction. If they are short in the market, you can identify that strong hands are having short positions in the market, so you can also align your positions in that line. So all the strategies, butterfly, calendar spreads, you'll be amazed to know what calendar spreads are. You'll be really like awestruck once you learn these strategies. I am sure Kamal was once when he first came across these strategies. And I call this expiry day lottery. Definitely, this is also a great strategy. And in fact, on expiry day, you can also use straddles. Option Greeks, these are like the terms which are being used for options like delta, theta, gamma, vega. So these are not the variants that we use nowadays, but these are the option Greeks, known as option Greeks. Scroll down a little bit. So I'll just briefly come down to all this, maybe because most of you might be coming across these terms for the first time. I don't want you to get afraid of it. The thing is that this is very easy once you understand the basic concepts. What you all need to learn options is the basic mathematics. Your prerequisite is basic mathematics, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and divide. And just to add little more to it, you should be able to calculate the percentage so that you can calculate your profits. And what else you will require is the calculator and your undivided attention during the sessions. And I promise that this can change your life if you are in a stage of financial independence. You will be into financial abundance over a period of time, and you will get that confidence through this course. Over to you, Kamal.
Thank you, Girish sir. That was very motivating and convincing that why someone should learn the right factors and skill in option trading, which can be life changing. Thank you for that. And I would like to invite if Aditya, if you could unmute.
Yeah, sure, Kamal. I think I can take over. Thank you, Kamal, Vivek sir, and Girish sir. Hi, everyone. My name is Aditya. You might have heard about the introduction as well as the course content. The next important question is in terms of what will be the timeline, what will be the fees that you will be paying. So as you can look at on the screen, so currently we are offering a discounted price of $725 for the options course. This is an early bird discount if you'd be able to enroll by today, that is the 10th of April. And as you can see on the screen, the next batch is going to start on the 16th of April, that is the coming Saturday. And if you're able to pay it by today, as you can see, you'll be getting a discount. And in terms of the money to be paid, if you are unable to pay the full amount and if you want to pay in installments, you can contact us for that as well, wherein we'll be able to provide you the details as to how much it is going to be in terms of if you want to pay in equal installments. And in addition to that, there is a bonus of $30 if at all you are referring someone and if that person is enrolling into the course. So in terms of the referral bonus, it is unlimited based on any number of people that join. So it is based on the number of people who join. Suppose if you refer 10 people and all 10 of them join, so you're making $300, that is 30 into 10. And another important caveat that we always discuss is 180-day stocks and crypto alerts are complimentary, wherein as soon as you join the batch, we would be creating a group for everyone, a special group, which would be having the details of all the team members in it, where we would be providing the alerts for you in terms of what would be the buy price, what would be the take profit price, and also some charts which help you understand as to why exactly we are asking you to buy or sell a certain stock or a crypto. And coming in terms of the course inclusion, so overall the option course is more than 36 hours. The reason we put it more than 36 hours is because we know for sure that we have a content for 36 hours, but the amount of time actually takes for us to deliver is more than that, taking into consideration the queries that people have and also any other additional content generally we add into our course each time. And this will also include your hands-on experience, wherein you guys would also be plotting the charts among your charts yourselves, wherein you would be looking at certain strategies, wherein you would be looking at it, wherein you'll get your hands dirty. And there is another important aspect in terms of refresher lessons free within 6 months. So if at all you guys are unable to join one of the courses, or you miss certain classes, or even after completing the course, you have few queries, you always have the option to join the next batch whenever it starts within 6 months, free of course, without any charge. You might attend the lecture that you have missed or the complete course as well without paying any penny extra. The next important point, money back through option trading profits. So this again is an important aspect. So many of them like, okay, I've learned this course, but what is it that I'm going to get? So if you're able to follow our strategies or the tips that we give in terms of the alerts in the premium group and make sure that you buy and sell at the right price, you would be able to get your money back through the profits that you're going to make. And the course is going to become free for the rest of your life. Another important aspect is handholding in GMT Premium channel. As mentioned earlier, there would be a private group that would be created wherein we would be helping everyone in terms of answering their questions and queries, or apart from that, if they are already holding any existing stocks or shares, and if they need any assistance in that, we would be able to guide them as well, just to ensure that they get the required sort of guidance. And then finally, you would get a GMT Advanced Course Completion Certificate, as you can see on the screen, which would be emailed to you. And finally, in terms of the requirements, as you can see, it says that you require a computer and laptop. We even say smartphone, but ideally smartphone is not advisable. The reason being, whenever we are explaining any charts or wherein you need to perform anything hands-on, smartphone might not be a viable option. So ideally a computer or laptop would be a good requirement. And a stable internet connection just to make sure that you're able to join it through online. And another important aspect is a zeal to learn, wherein you guys are looking at a new content that you want to learn and use it for your life. And in terms of target audience, this is for anyone and everyone from a beginner to a seasoned trader in stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies, because we would be helping you understand right from the beginning, just to ensure that you have the complete end-to-end knowledge. So that's it in terms of the course content and the fees. There are testimonials as well available if anyone is new to it, want to understand like how have we performed in the previous batches, what is the feedback that we have received, and how we have been delivering the course. So does anyone have any questions, queries? Okay, if no questions and no queries, I'll hand it back over to you, Kamal. Thanks everyone, and see you guys in the class.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Aditya. Friends, over here, I just like to come in and tell you, when we offer you refresher lessons free for the next 6 months, that doesn't mean you can do it once, you can do it twice, you can do it as long as you want it. Number one. Number two, GMT is a unique platform, very transparent. Each time, and we have done this, we have a history, we have done this umpteen number of times. Each time we add a new topic of discussion in a course, a new style of teaching, a new tweak to the indicators, we offer all our previous learners, irrespective of the time passed, to attend that session free to upgrade their knowledge to the latest, what we are teaching, to our latest batch. So the learners who joined us in batch 1 can join us umpteen number of times later on also, in case if we are upgrading or adding new content to our course. And that is all complimentary. Why? Because the motto of the team is imparting knowledge to help you grow. So, which is the reason why we never charge you for that. So, the refresher lesson for 6 months is only a byline on the website. It's actually a refresher lesson. As and when we update and we upgrade, we introduce and we ask all our learners to get upgraded immediately. We have some learners who are on the platform with us just now. We have a lot of testimonials which are available to you on the website. And mind you, if you go through the testimonials, the first observation you will have is, why are these testimonials not professionally recorded? Because they were recorded in live sessions. These are unedited, untouched, true feelings of our learners for us. It just indicates to you our transparency and openness that we bring on platform. A piece of caution. We are tough mentors. Just as the market does not wait for you to wake up, have your breakfast, put up your makeups and get suited to and start the market working. Market will open at the due time. We will start on the due time. However, we never have a closing time like how the markets have. We always have extended hours of learning. And that extended hours of learning is nothing till the queries are flowing in. All our mentors will smilingly answer all your queries. So we never have a closure time. So when we say 10 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon, please don't plan to go out with family or friends at 2:30 in the afternoon, because you will 99% miss it. You please keep your afternoons free for learning. Plan for something around 6 o'clock in the evening, that is acceptable. So from 10 in the morning to about 3:34 in the morning in the afternoon, you should keep yourself for learning, because when we start teaching, we don't realize the passage of time. An ideal case was just yesterday. We started teaching, and unfortunately for my learners, I was taking the class, and it went on till almost about 4:30 in the afternoon. I still call it afternoon because it is still not evening for me, right? So that is the way, with the enthusiasm and the zeal that the mentors will try and push you and transfer that passion into you when they are teaching you anything related to stock markets. So you can be sure, even if it is Girish, he will not let you go off so easily. When it comes to teaching, we are both equally passionate, right? So with that, I can now hand it over with a small word of caution back to Kamal to mollify and pacify you guys. Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you, Vivek, sir. You were considerate by saying that the class ended yesterday at 4:30. In fact, it extended further by another 45 minutes, and we closed at 5:15 yesterday. The class started at 1 p.m., which today also after 15 minutes we'll be starting the class. Thank you for in-depth overview of the content to Girish sir and Aditya and Vivek sir for the word of caution. Anyone on the call, any questions on whatever we have shared with you? And if you have any question, please feel free to ask now or after as well. But the goal of this orientation session is to make you feel confident and comfortable in going ahead and enrolling into the course. For sure, what you will be learning in this course is much more valuable than what you see as the course fee here. You would soon be realizing that with the learnings, you could take a trade and recover that course fee within a single trade. and the learnings from this course could eventually become free by the time you finish up with the course. And I'm saying this with confidence because we have had learners doing that. You can go through our testimonials. The current batch, which is going to finish today, we have a learner who has shared with us that he has already recovered his course fee. So we are pretty confident as a team, since we have almost completed 7 batches, the way we deliver, the structure in which we take the topics and make sure that the questions asked by our learners are answered, not worrying about the end time of the class. So having said that, we would be happy to answer any kind of question that you have still in your mind, so that we as a team of instructors can help you feel comfortable in going ahead and enrolling. Shivdas, Vishal, Utkarsh, any questions that's coming to your mind? Please feel free to unmute and ask.
Friends over here, we are very clear. The more questions you ask, the better it is for your own selves. So ask as many questions as you want, irrespective whether you are thinking it's a nice question or an uncomfortable question. More uncomfortable question, the better it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Kamal, will you please share your contact details to
Sure.
Shivdas?
Yeah. Sure, Shivdas. So if you are not having my contact number, I can message my contact number in the chat. And if you are on any of the WhatsApp groups, I'll share my contact number in the groups as well. So just for you, I am typing my contact number in the chat, and all those on the call can also save this with my name. I'm in Toronto, so +1 you can add in front. And
Also given your email IDs.
Yeah. Please feel free to message either on Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram.
Oh yes, you can use any social platform. 99% Kamal or we will be there on practically each one of them. Be it Telegram, be it WhatsApp, be it Discord, be it Twitter. We are there practically everywhere.
And since Vivek sir mentioned about email ID as well, so I am sharing the 2 email IDs which you can use either of them as per your wish. So anytime, any question, please feel free to reach out to us. You can message in the group itself. You can message privately or direct message to me or any of the instructors on the call regarding any question about the topic, about the schedule, or whatever thing that makes you feel is not cleared in the presentation. We would be happy to answer. The goal is, as I said, that we want you to feel confident in going ahead and enrolling in the course, so that we can see you in the class next week, which will be starting at 10 a.m. EST time. You're welcome, Shivdas. So if there are no questions, I'll just quickly touch about the trading course. The current batch is ending today, although the next batch we have planned is bit far. But for those who are interested in our trading course, where we cover the stock markets, primarily focused towards North American market, although we make sure that if learners are joining from India, Middle East, we do help them in their respective stock exchange details as well. We have a dedicated class where one of our lead instructor, Tahir, covers the fundamental analysis. Vivek sir and Tahir teach you a new language, a language of candlesticks, and introduce you the simple and complex candlesticks pattern. We have a dedicated class, although it's termed as basic technical analysis, but it is where we introduce you to this strategy, which is used by more than 90 to 95% of the professional traders, which is trading with support and resistances. And we just not introduce you with this strategy. We make sure that each learner draws support and resistance in a separate breakout room along with one or two instructors. So it's a hands-on session wherein we make sure that you get to do on your chart, you draw support and resistances with the guidance of instructors on the call with you. Then we introduce you the indicators, although there's just one line here. If I take you to the topic, there are 3 of them mentioned here, but these are just the headings. The set of indicators that come under this category are introduced, are very handy. You would have noticed some of the indicators as part of our analysis session. We make sure that we introduce you in a way that you start using it, in your charts, so that you take your trades every of your trades. Then we introduce you with chart patterns, the chart patterns which help you to take trades. There are chart pattern strategies which could help you in making handsome profits. And after the chart patterns are introduced, the trading strategies, you see here 3 of them. And this is, mind you, taken by Vivek sir, and it was in yesterday's class. As we already shared, that it was such an intensive session that it went up to 5 o'clock. And yes, Vivek sir teaches in such a depth that you get to learn these strategies which reduce your time that you spend on taking a trade, and you apply it in a way that you get assured returns. So that is the depth that he covers, and he does it on the live chart, on the stocks that are listed based on the exchanges that you are interested in trading. And specifically we focus on North American and Canadian stocks, but we do make sure that these are available for you for whichever stock that you are interested in trading. And then comes the risk management, which is very critical, very important topic. And it goes without saying that if you learn to manage your risk, your portfolio would be secured, would be on the growth trend. We also help you with the screeners, and we make sure that psychology that affects the market psychology, the trader psychology, and investor psychology. You get introduced to all 3 of them, and based on your trading based on your trading style, how you could accommodate yourself with these 3 psychologies and grow. Lastly, as in our advanced course, similar to our options course, we do hand over certificate, and make sure that once you end the course, you feel accomplished by earning this certificate, and not just that we just give it. You yourself would realize that the learnings would make you feel accomplished, and this certificate is a cherry on the ice cake. Now, in terms of course fee, this course is, because a shorter duration course, it's a 4-weekend course. The course fee is $400. So if you are interested, although I just ran through this course because we have our batch starting in batch class starting in another 4 minutes. So wanted to give you an overview. If in case you are interested in the trading course, you can go ahead and enroll in the course. We have, as of now, kept the date bit far, but if there are more learners enrolled in the course, we can pull the date ahead and start the batch early. So with that, I am done with what I had to share as part of this orientation. If anyone has any last question, either for the upcoming batch for the futures and options course or of the trading course, we would be happy to answer. Vivek sir, would you like to add anything as a closing
All I can
remark?
say is that we pride in giving you guys a structured learning. So even if you know trading, I think it's worth it to relearn it in a structured manner, learn a few nuances, because any nuance which you learn additional will basically help you to enhance your skill. And a skill enhancement cost is always negligible, because anything that enhances your skill will return you the profit or return you on your capital practically immediately. So I don't think I can really speak for very long now, since I have only 2 more minutes left for my next session to start. And as I just told you, we are very particular about our punctuality of starting the batch. So I will stop speaking now, and I'll permit Kamal to end this session if there are no further questions in the next 1 minute only. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek sir. So with that, I would like to say thank you all for joining and hope you gain some level of confidence in going ahead and enrolling in the course. If you are feeling confident now, please go ahead and enroll in the course, grab the early bird offer. And if you still have any pending question, please feel free to reach out to me or any of the instructors. We will be happy to answer, and hope to see you all in the Saturday's class coming Saturday. And with
Thank
that,
you. Thank you, everybody, and have a great weekend ahead.
yeah, take care. Have a nice day ahead. And